This trip started with the usual magic recipe, a half-baked plan, a weather app we trusted way too much, and a bunch of folks who should probably know better by now. I linked up with Michael from the Flyfisher530 YouTube channel, plus some trail-hardened friends and a few new faces who had no idea what they were getting into. The original destination, canceled. Forecasted rain and frigid temps, so we pulled the classic off-roader move. Improvise. Death Valley looked like a safer bet. Sunny, dry, and warm. Allegedly. Instead, we got slapped with frigid nights, snow, and a kind of cold that makes you question all of your life choices, especially the ones involving mesh camping chairs. But with solid rigs, campfire laughs, and trails that didn't disappoint, it turned out to be one hell of a ride. Welcome to another Controlled Chaos episode. Welcome back to the trail out there. Brought to you by...
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another episode. So today we're going to meet up over with Flyfisher's YouTube subscriber meetup. It's going to be over in Death Valley. We were going to do some Mammoth Lake stuff, which I was really looking forward to because I've never been there. But due to the weather, it's going to be raining out there. We had to switch over to Death Valley, Panamint Valley. Michael at Flyfisher, he's really good about picking out some awesome spots, so I know it's not going to disappoint. Right now I'm meeting with one of his subscribers, James, here in Elk Grove, and we're going to make our way out there together. We're going to meet over at the Crestview rest area in Mammoth, and then meet the rest of the crew out towards Panamint / Death Valley. All right guys, so this is going to be an awesome adventure here. I'm finally going to take the Jeep out with the friends. All right, so stay tuned. Let's go. We're only 4 hours away from our other meetup point with Flyfisher530, and looks like we're running a little bit ahead of time here, which is awesome because we always try to plan for contingencies, right? You know, just to not make it just on time. Always add an hour or two in there just in case anything happens, which this morning was the case. I hit a gridlock in traffic and it was nasty. I had to reroute, but made it out here with still about an hour and a half to spare. Once we make it out to the second Lincoln point. All right, first unofficial rest stop. Got a few guys out here. Gonna go say hi to Michael from Flyfisher. What's going on, man? Good to see you again.
Hey, good to see you, bud. How you doing?
Doing good, good. How about yourself?
Doing good, man.
Nice, man.
I'm glad you made it, Victor.
Yeah, same here, bro. It's been a while, right?
Wow.
What is that, second Overlanding for Warriors event?
Yeah.
Man.
That was fun. And man, you're driving a Jeep now, huh?
I am, man. Still getting used to it with the whole...
The Jeep way?
Dude, it's exhausting sometimes, not gonna lie. I need to buy one of those little automatic ones you clip onto the steering wheel.
Right.
You know, that way I don't feel like...
On your mirror?
Yeah.
Just has a hand waving.
Yeah, there you go. Because sometimes I'm like, man, oh man, here comes the Jeep. Oh, here we go, get ready. Yeah. Hey, what's up, man?
Tell me about where I live by, you know, the Rubicon. There's Jeeps all the time.
All right, guys, just said hi to Mike. About to roll out again. And we'll see you guys over at the spot. All right, everyone, we made it to this rest area, and so far it's been amazing. It's just the start of the trip here. Met up with some amazing people, awesome rigs in the back, as you can see. All right, looks like we're just waiting for one more person. So what I'm gonna do while we're here, I was waiting to get to camp to show you guys, you know, everyone's rigs here, but it's just so much to look at, you know, so I'll just do a once over here real quick, and we'll start heading out towards camp. Lone Pine, I believe, top off there, maybe get like some supplies or whatever. We made it out to the Lone Pine Visitor Center, and we made it just in time so they could lock the gate on us. And one of the rigs here's got a slow leak. They're gonna see if they could plug it right now, but it's a pretty good turnout. I don't know if you guys could hear it or not, but it's pretty gusty right now, so that might get in the way of the potluck tonight. So we'll see, guys. We're not gonna let something like this get in the way. We always find a way to have fun, all right? So I'm parked way up there. We got another Jeep up in the front. And there's a turnout. Not bad. Means we're gonna have to find a nice spot to camp that could accommodate all these rigs. And of course, I have my Gazelle tent, so we'll see how that holds up tonight. We're on our way to camp, and hopefully we're protected from the wind. You know, it's pretty gusty right now.
All clear in the back.
I don't know if you guys were able to hear me there with the wind. Just trying out this new mic, a DJI mic mini. But luckily, Mike, he's very familiar with this area, so he's got like 2 or 3 backups in case one of the spots or all the spots are taken. All right, he's been pretty good about picking camp spots here in past trips with Ed Shin and them. You know, so I trust his selection. It's always fun with Michael here. All right, guys, so right now we're gonna drive a little while, air down, and hopefully find a camp at the first spot. Okay, hopefully I'm able to cook. Otherwise, people are gonna eat some medium rare chicken tonight. I'm just kidding, I won't let it get to that.
Stay behind me, are we all together? Yep, we're all good.
You know, but man, hopefully tomorrow's a better day. Either way, we're here to have a good time. All right, so let's see what the night brings, fellas. Everybody's airing down right now. We got Mike leading the charge here, leading the group. V-Bull right here, my rig. And look at how far back we go, guys. It's gonna be a fun one. And I don't know if I got used to it, but the wind seems to have died down just a little bit, so hopefully it's a sign of good things to come. All right, we got 2 dogs running here. Look at these guys. They're racing. They don't know the speed limit. All right, so Mike found us this awesome spot here. It's called Boxcar Cabin, and it actually fits a lot of rigs. I'm gonna be stationed right here, my little ground tent. Got plenty of rigs out here. There's a lot of room for everyone. Still deciding if I should move my camp spot to a more level spot, a little bit more isolated towards that area, but I don't be like a Scrooge, you know? So the party's all here. Oh, too much wind. And I'm about to start setting on my tent here. You know, it's gonna be funky, but hey, you know, ground tent life, right? Let's go. I love this little cooktop right here. It's the first time I'm using the Jeep little table, whatever you call this thing. I'm loving it. Wish my kids were here to enjoy some of this chicken, man. Oh, a little bit more there. What I don't like about this flat top though is it only heats dead center on top of the burner, so you kind of have to maneuver the chicken around a little bit, you know, but you make it work. All right, so you kind of see where the chicken is cooking most. All right, and then you put the other chicken right there. There you go. See, you could hear it too. That sizzle. Sounds like an initial sizzle. This one's almost ready. The chef gets a little piece that fell off. Wow. Man, I should have brought more. You know, it's better to be safe than sorry here because the wind is causing this unevenness of the flame and whatnot. I'd rather get burn marks on the chicken than have it undercooked. All right, so that's my rule of thumb. I didn't bring a thermometer, so I didn't know if its internal temperature is proper yet. So next best thing, kind of like some burn marks on this stuff right here. Here, take a look at it, guys. Take a look at it. We got some dogs roaming around here. They want some chicken. I know their diet. Otherwise, I'd give them a piece. I don't want them to have a blowout in their tent. Look at this shit, man. Everyone's gonna eat like a king tonight, and people are whipping up a storm back there too, man. Oh my God, really? Where they at? Oh, oh.
Right there.
All right, got some chicken too.
Oh, wow.
There's so much food here tonight. I thought there wasn't gonna be enough for everyone, but I think we're all gonna be forced to eat tonight.
Dinner time hit different out here. Like a 5-star buffet in the middle of nowhere. Plates were stacked higher than the lifted Jeep, and somehow there was still enough food for seconds, thirds, and that one guy who swears he's just bulking. We laughed, we ate, someone may have unbuttoned their pants out of necessity, not judgment. As the fire crackled and bellies got fuller, we started to disappear one by one like campers in a horror movie. Except instead of screams, it was a sound of zippers and snoring echoing through the tents.
Hey, good morning, guys. It is another day. Last night was awesome. All right, we all got to enjoy food during the potluck. And man, there was a lot of food. I think we have a lot of food left over, so we might have some leftovers for today, maybe breakfast, who knows. But it was pretty cold last night. Luckily, I have my little propane heater. Not as high tech as these guys with the diesel heaters. Maybe one day I'll get one. All right, but the wind, it went away. We got here, set up the fire, and the wind went away yesterday, which is awesome. Right now, it's pretty calm too, although it is a little overcast. You know, so sometimes overcast is a little bit better, especially if you're going to be doing activities in the outdoors all day, you know, so it's definitely going to be different today, but nonetheless, we're still going to have more fun. As you can see, people here, it's only a handful of us that are awake, and I'm going to go ahead and get the coffee going right now and take you guys on the rest of the adventure for today. All right, guys. So I'm finally gonna cook these coffee beans or brew them. I submitted a reel a few days ago, maybe a week or two ago, of me roasting this coffee from Peru, Finca La Esperanza. These are raw coffee beans. When you look at them right now, I roasted them, so it has like a medium to dark roast. Roasted them by hand, and they smell amazing. I'm about to treat these guys here. Awesome that looks. All right, this should be good right here. Put the little lid on it, and in she goes. All right, well, that's percolating. I'm gonna start breaking down camp because I need to be proactive with this stuff.
This here's no ordinary coffee pot. This is the iron chalice of vitality, forged in the fires of camp chaos and filled with hand-roasted rocket fuel strong enough to put chest hair on a newborn. I roasted these beans myself like a damn pioneer. No machines, no mercy, just flame, grit, and a questionable amount of smoke inhalation. Now I ride, first-person pot view, delivering liquid salvation to the half-dead campers crawling out of their tents like confused raccoons. One sip of this and you'll remember your social security number, your ex's birthday, and how to do algebra. So gather round, you wild-eyed, flannel-wrapped hooligans. It's time for your morning dose of Get It Together.
That's good right there?
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
How about you, Mike?
Yeah. That cup over there on my rig at the end, I'll put it in there.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so Victor made some fresh roasted beans, fresh ground coffee.
Look at that. It's a nice medium dark roast. These are from Peru.
Nice.
Yeah, it's called Finca La Esperanza, Peru. And they sell them on a website fresh called coffeecorral.com.
Nice.
All right, man. Is that good? Or?
All right, dude, thank you.
All right, man. You're welcome.
All right, thanks.
All right. Hopefully you like it, man. Let me know what you think, all right?
Let's see. Let me go taste test here.
Let's have Mike try the coffee out here. Nice and hot and fresh.
All right, our official taste test. Oh, dude, that is some good coffee.
All right, glad you like it, man.
Thank you.
I'm about to have a sip myself too now.
Oh, I love it. I don't have to make coffee. I can have some fresh brewed coffee like this. Awesome. Thank you.
All right, appreciate it, bro.
See you
It's a
later.
pleasure.
Thanks.
All right. Now I'm about to try my own coffee. All right, it's normally the chef, you know, should always try the food first before serving it. But this time, I want to make sure everybody got some before I did. You know, it's the first experience. But I'm about to try it, guys. All right, moment of truth. Oh, it's dark. Oh, it smells good. It's not bitter. It's pretty good. It's a little bit on the lighter side. I like it darker with more bold flavor, but this isn't bad, you know, for hand roasted coffee. I mean, it's a good experience altogether. Would I still buy some coffee at the store? Yeah. Would I want to perfect the craft of hand roasting your own coffee? 100%. All right, so maybe I'm gonna start doing that, and I'm gonna experiment with sourcing coffee beans from different parts of the world, see which regions have the best coffee out there. If you guys know of a good spot out there with the best beans in the world, shoot a comment down below. All right, I want to try them out, want to roast them, and hopefully these guys experience that coffee next time around. All right, so I'm gonna start continuing to drink my coffee, make a PB&J, and I don't know, contemplating on cooking some eggs or not. You know, it's a little bit too cold to be kind of struggling, not struggling, but to have to get stuff dirty and whatnot and clean it up afterwards. We got about 2.5 hours left, but still, you know, I just want to relax. Even though there's no sunset out here, you know, or sunrise, just enjoy the morning, keep breaking down camp. All right, making myself a little breakfast here. I did bring some eggs, but man, cleaning up is one of the things I don't like when you're camping. So I made myself a little ham and cheese and some PB&J using some of this power bread right here. Stuff is awesome, guys. Pretty cool story behind it too. Guy's ex-convict, got out of prison, came up with that bread. You know, his family's bread company was going under, and he just started throwing stuff in there that's good for you. And guy's doing pretty good now. It looks like we just rolled up to the first stop of the day. We already we're like 10-15 minutes into the trail ride, and this is actually the last spot we camped out at when we did the Etchen meetup out here. You know, so we're gonna go get a chance to experience these mine shafts during the day. The last time I showed them to you guys, it was nighttime, and I had my flashlight, so you get to see a little bit more this time around. That's where we camped out at last time. So you can see how many rigs fit in that one spot. Have the crew here doing a little tour of the mine shafts. These suckers go deep, fellas.
We came across some old mine shafts near Boxcar cabin. Deep, dark, and just casually wide open like they're waiting to collect unsuspecting hikers. Even in broad daylight, these things are sketchy. No fences, no warnings, just a friendly reminder from Mother Nature and some long-gone prospectors that gravity still works just fine. One misstep and boom, you're on the express route to China. So we treaded lightly, stayed alert, and made sure the clumsiest one in the group, me, wasn't leading the pack. Safety first, curiosity second, and falling into an abyss, well, that's dead last.
Going in?
Hell no. Hey, babe, my insurance and wheel stuff's up to date, right?
Let's see what this place holds. Oh man, it goes even deeper too.
Treasures of long ago.
In the city. Yeah. That's one thing you have to watch out for out here. Man, look at that. That goes deep. If this thing caves in on me. You know, you got
that bear over there.
That bear, the mountain lion that likes to lurk around in here.
Oh yeah.
Man.
This is a spot for them to hang out for sure.
Some fresh piss right here. Maybe a few days old with some rat shit.
This would have been a nice home to live in back in the day.
Yeah, with Mr. Flintstone, Fred and Wilma.
Lots of room.
There's just so much rat shit. Got a Pacifico bottle up there. It's nice to see a little tunnel system where everything connects. So where we were up there, looking through the other one, it comes out in here. So yeah, it's blocked off. Last time I was out here, it was too dark, so I did not dare venture into this cave. I'm gonna extend this a little bit.
We're not in Death Valley, right?
It's part of it, right? We're just getting cozy. We might spend the night here.
Okay, go for it. Oh my gosh. They just go everywhere. You're brave to go in there. Look at how it's being held up.
All that government bureaucracy and red tape just to authorize
Yeah.
is one can to hold up this cave system.
To hold up all those splitting rocks right there.
That's where our taxpayer money is going in California.
Yep.
Man, gassed out. It's pretty awesome to see these tunnel systems, cave systems, whatever, you know, where people used to mine back in the day. Man, look at this one.
The salt mine thing at the top. Salt tram.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I haven't been
Above,
to the top.
yeah.
So this one's a little bit more manageable. Easier to climb down. Looks like it's being held up pretty good. Oh, oh man. Oh shit. I don't know if that's a wild boar or a tumbleweed over there. Yeah, I'm not going down there.
Tell me, baby, what's a man? Oh, what's a man? Tell me, baby, what's a man?
All right, so we went from a complete desert to this nice forested area that I'll show you guys a little bit of here in a bit. But we're on our way to a cabin right now, and it's crazy. This is one of the first ever trails I've done when I got into off-roading with the Trail Boss. And I remember getting somewhat lost out here, not knowing what I was doing, just following whatever the map told me to. I believe I was using Gaia GPS back then. But as we're driving these trails here, everything is familiar. You know, certain landmarks, and look how awesome it looks. Descending here right now, and it's just a beautiful view of the valley.
Got a major crossing here across the water, guys. Might be up to the door sill, so just take it slow.
All right, we're about to do a water crossing. Those are always fun.
I could literally hear everybody smiling right now. This is great.
So we're gonna take a look at that water crossing. Last time I came, there was no crossing, so I don't know.
I might need someone to winch me through that water crossing.
Man, okay, I already hear the sarcasm on the radio. Never mind, it's nothing eventful. Nonetheless, pretty cool.
It's a good little dip there, guys, where Gus says, take it easy.
So much for my armor all job. All that tire butter I put on is gone.
Anybody have to open their floor drains?
Hey guys, I need a winch. Went into EV mode out here, and it's nice. It's silent. You guys can't even hear my Jeep out here. You just hear the rocks, hear the wind, and the tires. That's it. You know, it's a very good experience to get used to, and just feels good to be able to do this in EV mode. You know, you're not wasting all your fuel on this. And when I was driving right now, it took me about maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes of driving to charge up to 92%, which gives me about 21 miles of range. So we'll see how long this range lasts. I'm at 19 miles now, so we'll see how true that mileage is. All right, I don't know if you guys could see it or not, but if you see that white powder or white substance on the trees, that's actually ice, or yeah, ice. It's getting colder up here now, so it's 39 degrees. It doesn't seem like it, right? But
so what do you guys think about camping up here tonight?
I wouldn't be surprised if it snows on us a little bit up here. But look how beautiful these trees look. So there's one of those trails where you realize just how low clearance you have with factory 33-inch tires. Aired down, I lost about 2 inches, and I just hear a lot of scraping.
Can you park across from my Jeep, please?
Yeah, I just hear a lot of scraping here on the undercarriage. You know, it's because it's a pretty worn out trail. It's pretty set in already. All right, so the scraping is not from rocks or anything like that. It's just that medium hilltop, you know, where the tires don't make contact. So I definitely need to consider some 35s for this kind of adventure in the future. Luckily, it's just roots and dirt, so it's not going to damage the vehicle or anything like that.
Straight towards me.
All right, but man, it's pretty tight here. Check this out.
You got a big turnaround up here. You're going to be fine.
We're not having a hard time, but we have to take it really slow here.
Low-hanging branches to your left side. You might want to pull straight a little bit and then line up. Yeah, there you go. Straight back, straight back, straight back. You got plenty of room. And closing, closing, closing. Tiny bit more.
Man, this is so cool, guys. It's really coming down on us. I don't think it's going to snow too much, but it's a nice sight. And you hear the doggos out there having fun inside the cabin. Hear the barking. Wow, look at this. I didn't come prepared for this. I'm just wearing a hoodie.
Just when we thought Death Valley had shown us all its cards, Mike leads us to a hidden gem tucked away in the hills, Hunter Cabin. Still standing proud after all these years, the original structure wears its age like a badge of honor. The weathered walls whisper stories of miners, dreamers, and desert wanderers who once called this place home. Inside, a few relics from the past, and a few surprises for modern-day nomads, like a guest book full of scribbled names and trail notes, and an old grandfather clock that somehow kept time, or at least looks like it wants to. To top it all off, Mother Nature added her own flair. A soft dusting of snow settled around us like powdered sugar on an old desert pastry, unexpected, gentle, and just enough to remind us Death Valley still knows how to surprise. Just as everything was going smooth at Hunter Cabin, we packed up and hit the trail to find a campsite, and that's when the trail hit back. One of the rigs slipped into a ditch on the side of the road, trailer in tow and hanging on by a thread. It almost took a dive too, but didn't. Close call, but we got lucky. It was one of those moments where time slows down, radios fire up, and suddenly everyone's a recovery specialist. Welcome to the adventure.
Alright. Oh, yankum time?
Back up, huh?
Yeah, come on back.
Yeah. Watch out, guys. Stay out of the way.
Okay.
You got Mike here saving the day. Lead Vic. You gotta do what you gotta do. Man.
Yeah, it was further up.
It's snowing, full-size rig, in a ditch. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. How many overlanders does it take to pull out a rig?
It's a game changer.
That's what I was thinking.
Because if you go any farther, you're getting tangled.
Yeah, but he's gonna pull his trailer in too, though, if he leads it that way.
It doesn't look like you're the first one to do it. No. Okay, look at you. So,
Man.
try to bring it up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, even for easy trails like this, that's why it's important to have recovery gear. Anything could happen anytime, anywhere.
That's the worst one.
Starting to pull. Just slow, don't try to jam the accelerator. Just slow crawl out of there, okay?
Gotcha.
Keep going, yeah, buddy. Save the day.
Yeah, look, he's not the first one.
Look at that.
Shit, he probably wasn't the second.
All right, we're gonna hook the trailer back up and we'll be on our way. We got some other party behind us here. Just gonna go let them know we're good to go. That was pretty fast.
Skippy.
They're cracking jokes on this guy that fell into that ditch. So it's gonna be the whole ride back. So it's entertainment for today. But I don't know if you guys could hear that. Man. This is Wrangler 4xe ASMR.
I don't even know what happened.
That was awesome.
From the back view here, it didn't look that bad, and then I walked up on it and went, oh man, that is a deep ditch.
Nice and quiet. You just hear the tire sometimes.
I saw Mike slip him a $50 bill and told him to go in the ditch.
The radio. I could get used to this. I hear the water swishing in the back. And the rest of the rigs. It's just weird being able to drive like this. It feels like you're driving a golf cart through nature. What do you guys think about this? Is it too quiet? Add a little bit of noise? I have 19 miles of range left, EV only. When we started this trail, I started off at 0 miles. I pushed a little e-save button on the Jeep, and after about 30 to 40 minutes, I got 95% charge, and that's what gave me the 21 miles of range to enjoy the ride back in peace and quiet. And guess what? Once his range goes back to 0, I'll click the e-save button again, charge the battery all over again. 30-40 minutes later, EV mode again, baby. I love it. All right, so the weather hasn't been very nice to us today, but like I said yesterday, that's okay. We're not gonna let that get in the way of having a good time. We just got back to our final campsite for the weekend, for the trip, and it's cold out. It's maybe like 36, 37 degrees out right now. As you guys saw, it snowed earlier on us, and I'm not gonna lie, fellas, I had a really bad night's rest, you know, or I mean, that's an oxymoron right there, right? Bad rest. Slept on top of rocks. I was on an incline, and it wasn't good. So today, I'm going to sleep inside the Jeep. I am 5 feet 11 inches. Sleeping inside a 4xe is not for everyone. You know, so I figured that it's better than being cold and having to be on top of rocks and whatnot, because I didn't bring my cot. You know, so it's better than that. Just gonna put all my gear out, and that way come morning time, it's a lot easier to just pack the stuff up and take off. You know, it's if it were summertime, a lot warmer, then yeah, I could see myself taking my time, taking my tent down, putting everything away the right way. But for the rest of the night, I'm just gonna keep it very minimal, and that way it's easy to pack up in the morning. All right, so right now I am making some more coffee because 1, it's cold, and 2, coffee's good. A lot of people here drink coffee during the day. I'm one of those, and why not? You know, it's hand roasted coffee, handmade. It's as fresh as it's gonna get out here. Nice and centered. I hope the wind doesn't knock this down, but man, looking forward to that cup of coffee in this cold. So Flyfisher just got done with the raffle. He gave out some pretty cool gear, so he kind of self-sponsored this one. Gave everybody a nice Flyfisher shirt. It's kind of windy right now, and he had one of his sponsors, Onyx Off-Road, hook it up. All right, with a nice elite membership right here. Got some stickers for the Jeep and an Onyx Off-Road hat. So Onyx Off-Road, thank you so much for donating this to Flyfisher's trip here, and for giving us a chance to earn this stuff, man. It's awesome. Appreciate it. Gonna put it to good use. It's getting pretty freaking windy out here right now, so I'm not setting up my tent tonight. I'm actually sleeping inside the 4xe, and I'm going to show you guys the setup real quick. I'm going to make it happen. I am 4 feet, 23 inches. All right, so should be able to fit. All right, let me show you guys the setup real quick, and hopefully it's a nice, comfortable night. So I have everything packed in the front right here. Got my little power station there. All right, and here's my setup for sleep. Got my propane heater. I'm gonna set it to low, and I'm gonna sleep diagonally right here. You know, so I'm not gonna be able to stretch out my feet completely, but it's better than what I currently have, which is a tent on rocks with pretty nasty gusts of wind. All right, let's see, get some light in here for you guys. There we go. And that's just my top tier shelf. You know, nothing to do with my sleeping setup right now, but if I am able to make this work and sleep somewhat comfortably, I think I'm gonna revolutionize the way I do solo trips, you know, without carrying a tent and all that crazy stuff. And I might just pack lighter, some backpacking meals and whatnot. So we'll see after tonight. I do have the windows cracked, a little bit open, like an inch, 2 inches maybe, just to let out the carbon monoxide and all that stuff. But we'll see how it goes. All right, guys. man, it's cold. You know, it's crazy how frosted everything was when I woke up this morning and I slept inside the Jeep. It felt good. It felt good, everyone. So anytime from now on, when I do a solo trip, I'm gonna bring my family, I'm definitely sleeping in the Jeep. I'm gonna pack lighter too. It makes a world difference, you know. But this trip, as you can see, it's pretty much finalized. We don't have that many rigs left right now. Out of the 14 rigs we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everybody took off earlier this morning, about an hour ago. And V-Ball, he took off yesterday. He's in the Lexus that I was riding behind for the majority of the part yesterday. He took off yesterday, unfortunately, because he's got the longest commute. And everyone's like, he lives out in, where is it, in Oregon. You know, so I think he probably already made it home. Who knows? You know, hopefully he did. All right, but yeah, this trip was a success. All right, Michael from Flyfisher530 YouTube channel set this up, and man, it was amazing. He had some great sponsors that teamed up with him, and they had a raffle yesterday. You know, I didn't record it because I was cold and I was drinking my coffee while the raffle was going on. That's how cold it was when we got back after the trails, you know. But he had amazing prizes. I got the Onyx Elite membership. I don't know if it's elite, but it's the highest level elite, you know. So Onyx Off-Road, thank you for I guess providing that as a prize for the raffle for Michael's trip here. You know, there's other great prizes out there too. Some Tembo Tusk, some a geyser shower kit, some tool rolls. Man, Step 22 storage. It's like a man, what do you call that stuff? You know, yeah, just like storage bins. You know what I mean? I'm having a brain fart right now, fellas. You know, but everything was amazing. You know, it was cold, it was windy, it snowed on us. We didn't let that get in the way. We all had a good time. And it's crazy how we all start off as strangers on an Instagram chat that Michael initiated, right? And you're always like, man, always curious who these people are until you finally come out here, you meet them, you're driving. I remember I was driving out here with James, and it was about an hour before the Crestview rest area meetup for people that are traveling from north to south. And you hear radio chatter, you know, people talking about, hey, we're only 30 minutes away from the Crestview area. You think we'll have time to get some barbecue? And another voice comes in saying, no, we need to be at the visitor center by 4 p.m. out in Lone Pine. And I'm thinking, man, this is it's crazy. That's the exact timeline we're following. So I jump on the hook on the radio, and I'm like, hey guys, by chance, are you guys meeting up with the Flyfisher530 meetup? And they say, yup. You know, so that's like the first phase, right, of finally starting to meet everybody that was part of the Instagram group. And come Lone Pine, you see all these rigs pull up and everything, and more people were there that you're kind of suspectful that they're part of the meetup, but you don't want to ask, and they don't want to ask you until you see them at the meetup, you know. And then you're finally here, and it's like everybody turns into a huge happy family. A lot of familiar faces, you know, some brand new faces that I'm grateful for meeting as well. And overall, it was a great time, you know. So again, Michael, sponsors, thank you so much for putting this together, and looking forward for the next one. All right, we're about to take off here shortly. We're going to air up and call it a trip, call it a success.